We are having a very important talk today. Hi, I'm Jessica Valant. I'm a physical therapist and women's health expert, and I am here to help you feel strong and safe in your body in all seasons of life. You'll find many of my workouts and videos right here on YouTube, but for more of my full-length workouts, full fitness programs, podcast, and more, check out the resources and links below. Today's conversation is very important and also very personal to me. We are talking about how sometimes it can feel like your body is broken. I recently posted over on Instagram about a feeling of taking 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, 5 steps forward, 2 steps back, and how sometimes it feels like that is what happens over and over again. And personally, I can definitely relate between endometriosis, 6 surgeries, breast cancer, a mastectomy, IVF, prolapse, you name it. I have been at that point where your body just feels broken. So I just want to have a personal conversation from me to you today to remind you that 1, you are not broken. You were never broken. And 2, the process of 2 steps forward and 5 steps back happens sometimes. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It can be a part of the process when life throws us curveballs. So first off, just remembering your body isn't broken, okay? It never was. It will feel that way sometimes. And there will be times you go into a surgery or come out of a surgery and literally you might be broken sometimes. After I gave birth to our daughter, our first baby, I found a bulge. I found a grade 4 prolapse. And yeah, my body wasn't in a place that it should anatomically or physiologically be. I had an injury and I looked around at everybody else doing what I thought I should be able to do. Running and jumping comfortably, not leaking urine when they were running around, all these things, and I felt broken. But it's important to reframe that. You can definitely acknowledge that you have an injury, that you might have a diagnosis, you might have a condition, you might have a disease. There are many things that you might truly have. But finding that relationship with your body to understand that it's not broken and there's nothing wrong with you in that sense is really, really important. When I was diagnosed with endometriosis after years of testing and being in and out of the ER and knowing no one having an answer or knowing what was going on, I woke up from surgery and was told, we found endometriosis. It's not curable. You might not be able to have kids. And they sent me on my way. That was the information that I was given about a lifelong disease that I was going to have to manage. It was so important to me, though, to find what I could do, to not fall under a label, to not be a prisoner to a diagnosis, but instead to understand the diagnosis and to listen to my body to discover what it could do and what maybe was a limiting factor, how I could make myself feel better, and how, yeah, I could make myself feel worse if I really wanted to push in certain situations. So there is a difference between acknowledging what is scientifically going on with your body, being willing to work with it, being willing to fight to feel better, because sometimes we absolutely do need to fight to feel better. We need to advocate for ourselves. We need all of that. But we need to be really careful not to actually fall into that mindset of thinking that we are broken, all right? And then also not falling into that mindset of letting a label determine what you can or can't do. Yes, of course, a diagnosis is going to help you manage a condition. It's going to give you information. You need to listen to that. You need to respect it. I absolutely understand. I am there as well. But don't let it define you, all right? You get to still decide how you move and how you live within that framework. And then the other piece I want to address is the reality that sometimes it does feel like 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. You will feel like you are doing all the right things. You are eating the way you think you're supposed to. You're taking the supplements. You're doing the stress management. You're drinking your water. You're doing the workouts that I recommend that you do. You are doing all the things. And suddenly, it feels like you're 5 steps backwards. It feels like you're slogging through mud. It feels like you're banging your head against a wall. Sometimes that happens. So first off, understand that can definitely be a part of the process, especially if this is a long-term condition that you are managing. Now, yes, I want you to take that information and look at what you are doing to make sure it is working for you. If you're constantly taking 5 steps back, 5 steps back, 5 steps back without that forward progress, you might want to look at it with your doctor, with your physical therapist, just with yourself to make sure that you are doing the things that are right for you. You might want to reassess. You might want to look at your plan if you truly feel like you are just taking steps back. But if you feel good about where you are, and if you feel like it is helping in the long term, but then suddenly you have a day, or you even have a couple weeks of, oh my gosh, this was working last week, and this week it is hard. This week I'm exhausted. This week, that workout that I did before that felt so good feels so impossibly hard. This week I just want to take a nap. This week I want to cry because my pain is back and I don't know why. That is what it can feel like sometimes. And it's really important to, again, have a team around you, have a support system, whether it's friends, family, or just a healthcare practitioner that you really trust, that you can check in with. That can help. Or also checking in with yourself and just knowing, you know what, I'm going to trust the process. And that's what I have to do. I had a week last week that felt like 5 steps back. I had been having a couple months of great workouts, no endometriosis flare-ups. My joint pain and muscle pain from my hypermobility was really calm. And I was able to increase the weights and do more at the gym. And it finally felt like, for the first time that I can really remember in recent memory, it felt like I had kind of all of my ducks in a row. Like I had found a way to recover, to help my muscles, eat, all of the things. Suddenly, I had a couple workouts where I had muscle pain again. I had joint pain. I had to drop the weights. And it's easy to feel defeated in that time. But it's really important to realistically look at where you are, okay? That's what I did. I didn't stop everything. It's not all or nothing. That information wasn't telling me, oh, I guess I just better give up. That information was telling me, hey, let's take a moment. Let's just take a moment and take a breath. What's going on in your life? Are you still getting really good sleep? Are you still focusing on muscle recovery? Did you jump into things too fast? Are you stressed? Ding, 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 ding. That was it for me. Like my stress levels have been up. When my stress levels go up, my body feels it and I react. My bucket wasn't full and I felt it in my workouts. I wasn't doing anything wrong and there was nothing wrong with me. It was a part of the process and how my body was reacting to outside forces. It is simply a reminder that I need to trust the process. I need to keep going one foot in front of the other while also making sure that I'm making the right decisions to nourish myself. I need to be doing my part in all of this as well to support my body and give it what it needs to feel its best. And it's a constant back and forth. It is a constant partnership that I am doing my part to give my body what it needs. I am listening to its signals and that it is walking with me and I can trust it to tell me what it needs as well. So I just want this to be your reminder. 1, you are not broken, I promise. And 2, trust the process. Remember, sometimes it will feel that way. Sometimes it just will feel like 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. But check in. The next time, can you take 1 step forward? Can you take a half step forward? Remember, those little victories matter. So keep putting 1 foot in front of the other, and I promise you are not alone. I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you never miss new releases. And here are a few recommendations for what to try next. See you soon.